maybe one of the fastest ways to talk about 10.4 here, which has to do with more string functions that are built into the C string library. Now, remember, C string is what we've already been using. CC type was the one we were using in 10.1 through 10.3. So again, it's just a little bit of a difference here. One of them, the CC type library, works with arrays of characters. Here with C string, we're actually working with strings, which, don't forget, are arrays of characters, but we treat them a little bit differently. So one of them, CC type, goes back to C, where string here is a C++ library. I know it gets in the weeds a little bit. Here, this is page 573, and really table 10.3 is what we're looking at for some of the built-in functions that we have seen with the C string library. So string length, strlen, that returns for you the length of a C string. It does not include the null terminator, though, so that's something to be aware of. So one of the things you'll actually see here, it would be underneath this, and it's one of the things that we will see in the code samples at the end of the chapter, are how do we deal with the addition of that null terminator, the \0, when we're working our way through a C string. So string length, we've got string cat, where we essentially accept two C pointers. And remember, again, that's kind of what we're working with anyway when we're working with arrays, because we are not going to pass the, by value there, we are passing by reference. So we take two array pointers, and then we append the contents of the second string to the first. So that's what concatenation really does. It takes the first thing and it slaps the second thing right up onto the back end of it. One thing here to remember is it does not do that by including a space. So if we're going to do something like first name, last name, we do also have to include the space there if you're going to concatenate that into a single string, because otherwise you get first name, last name, and there's no space in between there, and that's not going to be satisfactory when a user looks at it. The rest of these I'm going to go ahead and let you look through, but I wanted to break out the string substring, so that's str, as its own special one. I know in the previous video I said we'll talk about it now, and I'm talking about it now, but I wanted to break it out into its own special one. So in the next video here, we're going to look at string substring.